welcome to Pegasisters Live. I hope you all had a very wonderful Easter, Chattybox. How are you doing tonight? Let's see, I'm going to check the Chattybox. Hello guys, how are you guys doing? Fine, good people, happy people. That is grand. How was all of your Easters? Were they all wonderful? I'll tell you guys about my Easter if you want to hear it, I guess. I don't know. Easter time. So woke up. It was interesting, I guess. No one wants to hear my Easter story. That's okay. I was gonna tell you anyways. Nah. Anyways, Easter. Woke up, and I know I'm 19 years old, but I still got a basket, and I'm very excited. I got so excited. I'm like, yes, got a basket, and I got to go Easter egg hunting. And my stepdad hid my TARDIS egg that I made, and I was really nervous. I was like, this better be hidden somewhere where no one's gonna step on it, no one's gonna drop it, and luckily it was hidden like where it was really secure. I was like really nervous. But when I got my Easter basket, besides a bunch of candy that's going to somehow make me gain weight, maybe, I got a Crystal Empire Fluttershy, which is amazing. My sister got a Crystal Empire Rarity. I got this cool little jewelry certificate thing. It's basically you send them whatever you want, like a picture, and they're going to turn it into a pendant necklace, and it's really cool. So I think I'm between sending them something with the elements of harmony, or an alicorn amulet, or I might send in my OC and get a little necklace of my OC. That'd be really cute. And I also got Visa cards so I can buy cosplays, because I'm going to be cosplaying Pinkie Pie with Applejack's Cutie Mark, which means I had to get a new Pinkie Pie wig, because I already had an old Pinkie Pie wig, but I had to get a straight Pinkie Pie wig. So yeah, that'd be really cool. And also I had to buy, because I'm going to buy a Kazooie wig tonight, guys, because I love Banjo-Kazooie, because I'm a dork. Anyways, guys. That was, what else did I do Easter? Easter eggs. I injured myself while I was trying to collect eggs. I saw an egg up in the curtain, and I jumped for it, and I scratched my finger. Actually, I scratched 3 of my fingers, and they all started bleeding. I'm like, oh my gosh! And I ran to the bathroom, and I took a picture of it and tweeted it, Easter egg hunting is dangerous. What have I done? This is sad stuff, guys. Then I went over to my aunt's. We had a wonderful dinner, lunch, whatever, because I also ate at my grandma's as well. And then over there, I got a bunch of candy there, and a bunch of gift cards. That's basically how it kind of goes. We stuff our faces, get gift cards and candy, and that's basically it. My family was playing pool while I just kind of stayed on Twitter and played the piano. Happy Easter! Wonderful Easter, everyone. Okay, well that was my Easter, and I'm trying to think of what I really did this week, I guess, besides working on a few projects. Not really much, I guess. Oh wait, okay, I'll tell you about this, actually. I hosted my very first Brony meetup here in Hilliard, and it was really nice. About, I'd say, 15 Bronies showed up. First we went to the movie tavern, and we watched, what was it called? Oh my god, it was scary. It was so scary. It's the one about Korea taking over America, destroying the White House and stuff. Olympus Has Fallen, I think. And me and my friend Jessica were the only 2 girls, and we were in the corner, screaming every 2 seconds, because we did not expect it to be so scary and violent. We originally were going to watch Oz, but instead, they sold out. We're like, oh, okay, let's watch Olympus Has Fallen. Yeah, that ought to be interesting. God's in there, so it'll be really nice. Instead, me and Jessica, or Jessica and I, we were just screaming. We're like, I can't do this. No, don't go out there. He's gonna shoot you. It was terrible. And the rest of the group was laughing. After that, we went to Target and bought a bunch of pony stuff. It was pretty empty, and we made it really loud. Morgan Freeman equals God. Yes, that is so true. I got a stuffed Fluttershy from Target, and I also got a My Little Pony towel. It's like a beach towel. I'm so happy I got that. After that, we all went to IHOP, and it was fun because we got strange looks. Because it was after that point, my friend Jessica had left, and I was the only girl, so it was just a bunch of guys and one girl. And people were like kind of looking at me like, what's that girl like doing with all those like guys with pony shirts on? That's a little strange. But then I pulled out my stuffed Fluttershy that was hanging in my hoodie, and they're like, she's one of them. It was really fun. But yeah, we just made a bunch of chaos at IHOP, and that was basically our Hilliard meetup. After that, that was basically it. It was really nice. So yeah, that was, I guess, everything that kind of happened this week. Not too interesting. I don't know. It's wherever. Okay, guys, I'm going to move on to news of the week. Give me one moment. So, news of the week. They're going to have possible plush backpacks, and those plushies are going to be adorable. There's looks here like the designs are going to be Derpy, Pinkie Pie, and Doctor Who's. Now, Chattybox, I don't know about you, but if I had the opportunity to pick one of these, I'd probably pick Derpy. It'd be really hard because I'd almost want to pick Doctor Who's. I think Pinkie Pie is kind of generic. Anyone can kind of get her anywhere. She's just like Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash. You see them all over the place. But you know, Derpy and Doctor Who's, that's pretty different, I guess. So I think I'd get Derpy. Chattybox, what would you guys get? I want to know. Chattybox, would you get Derpy, Doctor Who's, or Pinkie Pie? And this is like the little plush backpack. Okay, we got Doctor Who's, Derpy. Lay Derpy, Derpy. Oh, sweet, Pinkie Pie, all of them. Get all the bags. A lot of people are going with Derpy. I'm glad. Well, wait a second. If everyone's going to Derpy, maybe I want to get something different because I want to be a rebel. Okay, we got a lot of Derpies up in the chatty box. Derps. Fluttershy! Cliff, get out of here. You're drunk. There cannot be a Fluttershy. There's no Fluttershy backpack. Just stop it. You're just embarrassing yourself. And okay, also, We Love Fine has a few shirts that are now released. 2 of them actually have all 4 princesses. So it's got, you know, Celestia, Princess Twilight, Cadence, and Luna. It's got 2 different ones. It's basically one with like 4 flag-looking arrows, and it's got their cutie marks on the bottom, and then it has them lined up. And the other one, it's just like all of them in a fighting stance. It's pretty cool. Then the other one here, it's got Trixie, Vinyl, and Rarity, and I think I see Lyra as well. Ooh, very pretty. So yeah, We Love Fine is hitting it as always. They're doing amazing. Also, recently, it has been Maddie Peters' birthday and Ashley Ball's birthday. So, Maddie Peters, Scootaloo, and Ashley Ball, Rainbow Dash and Applejack, happy birthday to you guys. I don't know if I should sing for you or not, because I don't think singing would be a good idea. I think I would embarrass myself. Sing! No! Now my chatty box wants me to sing. But well, I don't know. Sing for your people! Should I just sing the happy birthday song, or... I don't know. Now I don't even know. I feel like... I could sing the happy month anniversary song, but, I mean, they're not really turning a month old. The happy month anniversary to you and you today. There you go. I sang you, like, a little bit. That's all you get, though. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Okay, in other news, Double Rainboom came out last night. Or, no, yeah, it was last night. Oh my gosh. My opinion on it, I really enjoyed it. I think it was really interesting. I like the voice actors. I like the animation. I really do appreciate the way the animation style was changed when Rainbow Dash went into the Powerpuff Girls world. It was really nice and really well thought out. It was a little strange when I got kind of confused. I was watching the stream while I was making Easter eggs, and I just kind of looked back and all I saw was, you know, the city of Townsville. Like, wait a second. Or, I'm like, what? I was so confused. I'm like, okay, wait, am I watching the stream or did I just accidentally click out of this? Because I, like, looked away for a second to color an egg, and I looked back and I saw the Powerpuff Girls. It was really cool, and I like how, Pinkie Pie, when she drank it, oh my god. Oh god, that was hilarious. Pinkie Pie was amazing in there. So that was really funny, and I don't know, like, what are your guys' opinions on Double Rainboom? I've heard both sides of that. Did you guys like Double Rainboom? I mean, I thought it was really nice. flash wall. Yeah, that was funny. The flash wall when she like opened it. Some people haven't seen it. Yeah, I think it was really neat. Alright, random merch. So, they now have, I don't know if you guys have seen these at all, but they've recently have these, like, little toys of them where you basically, you're, like, pressing on something, like their cutie mark or their horn or something, and it makes, like, another part of them move. So they have that with Fluttershy, what am I doing, guys? It's Twilight Sparkle. I'm not used to Twilight having wings. And it makes Twilight's wings flap. Press the head, flapping wings. Oh my god. That's actually really cool. I mean, I really wish they would put a little more detail on what they're doing with it. Like, on here, it's like, they've got like a random sticker of like floral, like a floral design. Like, last I checked, you know, Twilight does not have a floral design on her wings. But I guess, you know, it's just creativity. Whatever. Other things that we have found, we've got a My Little Pony water bottle, and it has Pinkie Pie and Twilight on it. It's for, I believe it's in the UK. We've got a lunchbox that says, I heart my friends, and it has Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight on it. I'm so jealous. I wish they had that back when I was in high school. Yeah, even just high school. Like, if I was like a high school senior, I would totally just like jump on in, like, alright guys, here's what I got packed. But I'd be more proud of the backpack than what's inside. They've got personal greeting cards in the UK now. It's got one that's, it's, you know, your birthday, and you can put your name and everything, and that's so cool. I'm so jealous. Back when I was, you know, old enough to have birthday parties, I wish I had a Pinkie Pie card. God. And then they also had like a customized thing where you can like put a picture of it, and it's got a frame, and it has Fluttershy, Celestia, Pinkie, Rarity, Twilight, Rainbow, and Applejack. But it's like you put your name on it, and it says happy birthday, and you can put whatever picture you want inside of it, basically. I think that's really cool. They also have more keychains are released. They've got Rainbow Dash keychains, Rainbow Dash belt buckles. What? So yeah, I need to stop collecting my pony stuff, guys. If I get any more, my room can't handle it. I always like kind of realized this the other day, cause my friend wanted to come over. Like, oh yeah, can I come over and hang out? And my mom's like, well, you'd have to go in your room if she wants to come. And I'm like, I could have looked around my room like, oh no, I can't let anyone see this. It's terrible. Oh god. But I could never stop collecting. It's not a very healthy addiction, and I advise you don't start. Because I've got, you know, cosplay pieces all over the floor. Like, it's really upsetting. I've got, like, We Love Fine bags all over the place. I've got, let's see, we got wigs everywhere. I've got pony coloring books everywhere, just sprawled out. We got my games everywhere. It's just sad. So I really advise, if you haven't started already and you're not stuck, don't start. It's not healthy for you. It's just not a good idea, because it's to the point where I've got something pony related everywhere. It's like I've got 3 different desks, and all of them have a bunch of pony things on them, like filled up. And I've got a bunch of pony stuff on my bed. It's literally on the bottom of my bed. I just have a bunch of pony stuff like stacked up. I have a problem, you guys. I need help. Anyways, guys, also new, Everfree Northwest announced Andrew Francis. I really want to go to Everfree Northwest now, because I have this little adorable crush on Andrew Francis. Don't tell Thorak. No, I'm kidding. No, but I like him. He's really cool. So I really want to do that. Who's all going to Everfree Northwest? Anyone in the chat box going? I wish I could go. Oh, it's on your birthday. Well, happy birthday for you on Everfree Northwest weekend. Yeah, I'll be going to BronyCon. Let's see. Pony toys. Yeah, it'll be really cool. Documentary. Okay, the Brony documentary was finally released with limited autograph edition. So it's $100 plus free shipping via PayPal. So I guess that's really cool. They have this new update now on Gameloft. and it's basically the Candlelight Wedding. It's not too new. However, I haven't played it in a little while, and because what happened was I played it for a long time, and then I got a new iPhone, and I tried updating it, and it didn't save. So, you know, I opened it up hoping I can come back to my beautiful Ponyville, and instead it just started over, and I couldn't even handle it. I couldn't even do it anymore. Like, okay, I'm done. I'm not playing this anymore. I've already put so much time and effort into this. But definitely, if you guys are still playing, you should try out the Candlelight Edition. That'd be really cool. Okay, so that's news of the week. Now I'm about to show you music of the week. After music of the week, I'm going to pull up Screwball. That'll be really neat. So give me one moment, guys. So I can whip out my songs here. Alright. Gotta make sure I've got it so I can view my playlist on the side. Alright, so the first song I picked out was MLP's orchestral melody, The Birth of a Princess. Alright, so yeah, I guess you kind of get the point. It's basically an orchestral melody of all the music in the last episode. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next song here in our live stream roundup. Alright, we got Magic Dance by Andy and Edgy. so pretty, and I really like the artwork. So anyways, guys, that was Magic Dance. Alright, I'm going to move on to the next song here. We got Crystal Heart by Three Spirit. Ah, video. Don't mess with me. I'm a rebel. Alright guys, and that was Crystal Heart by Three Spirits. Very nifty song. Alright, next song we have here, sorry guys, it's Party Hard. It is a Seek Jet remix. Sorry. Alright guys, and that was Party Hard, a Seek Check remix. Alright, more music! Alright, we got Heart of Gems by Official Blaze. Oh, really? Bread fish. Okay, lies guys, I give you red fish now everywhere. I want artwork of me as a breadfish, please. Alright guys, and that was Heart of Gems by Official Blaze. Moving on up, boo, 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 boo. Come back. Alright, we got Dress Dance Dash by DJ, my friend Blake. That'll work. Alright guys, this only has 14 likes on this song and 129 views. We should fix that because this song is seriously extremely catchy. Come on. So anyways, that was Dress Dance Dash. And now I'm going to show you my video of the week really quickly here before we pull on Screwball. This is the cutest thing ever. It's Derp She Is, and it's supposed to be a parody of There She Is. It's so freaking cute. Oh my god. Cuteness overload. Wait, 1 second, guys. There we go. Had to whip back my mic actually. Alright, so let me switch it back to this wonderful Easter picture drawn by our amazing artist Vet2B on Twitter. Alright, so let me put it back on here. And I'm about to pull on Screwball. This is so exciting. Alright. Screwball, Screwball, Screwball. Alright. Why, hello there. Good, how are you? What were they talking about? Oh my god. Oh jeez. That's all. Well, it's all good. That's sort of how we can be. It's all interesting. It's all interesting. Hold on 1 second. Emily, we can't hear Screwball. Uh-oh. Welcome to Emily on the phone. Hi, I'm on the phone. Alright, hold on. Maybe it's my microphone being funny or something. Alright, 1 second, guys. Let me fix this.
Sure thing.
Can you hear him now?
Maybe. Can they hear me?
How about to know? There we go. It's my microphone. I always have issues with my Yeti.
Oh, I got Yeti too, so.
Do you have problems like that too?
Yes. Every now and again. It's kind of a pain.
Oh, I know, right? It's, I couldn't even figure out how to, like, hear people for the longest time, and then I realized on the back that you could put the headphones in.
They're great. They're great. They're great. Kid you not, but they do have their problems like any technology out there.
Exactly. It's just, yeah, it's extremely confusing. And I tried it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to work this out tonight. Let's see if it work. No.
Now, there's times where I have full conversations with people and I realize they're not answering anything back, and I realize my mic's not working. And I'm like, wow, been talking to myself for a good 10 minutes. What's going on here?
Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. But yeah.
So how's your Easter?
It was so good. I got money so I can get my Kazooie wig, and you're gonna be Kazooie too.
A Kazooie?
Yeah.
I want one.
You're gonna be Kazooie, right? For Sarge?
That's what we've been thinking of doing. He'd piggyback me around, and that would be quite the entertainment.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a Banjo-Kazooie race, but I don't think we ever got to that. But that's all right. Like, you need to get your wig, and we need to get pictures together as Kazooie.
That would be awesome.
Yes,
it was awesome. Me for Easter, I kind of just went over to my grandma's, did some practice shooting with my rifle. That was about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually do hunting every now and again, and I'm pretty sure you do hunting too, do you not?
You would think that with my cutie mark, am I right?
Yes, that's why I'm wondering.
My cutie mark, actually, it's supposed to represent a rifle because I used to be in the rifle line back when I was in high school for color
Really?
guard.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to spin it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I know, I've actually received fan art of, like, my OC shooting a gun, and I'm like,
That's not how it works.
Thanks! Yeah, okay, I don't even think I've ever shot a gun in my life.
Really?
That is so sad.
Oh, one of my first guns I shot was actually the one that I currently have, and it had a lot more kick to it than I thought, and I wasn't holding it right, so I gave myself a bruise right on the upper arm, and I kind of went deaf for a bit.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and when I was with my friend too, it's like, just do it, give it a go, yay, let's do it, boom, and then we just, like, we couldn't comprehend what the heck just happened, and I realized this thing is deadly, and I just did not want to touch it for a while.
It's scary. That's why, like, I'm, like, kind of scared to touch a gun because I don't want to, like, accidentally, like, mess up or, like, miss or harm myself in any way. That'd be really scary. But
Start with the smaller calibers and then work your way up. That's what I say.
Oh, okay. So how long have you been shooting with your gun?
Ooh, I think it's actually been about a year now, maybe a year and a half, roughly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We got it last fall, and me and my friend, he has a shotgun and I have the rifle, so we do from target practice with, like, pop bottles to straight up hunting, usually coyotes because he seems to have a problem with those at his farm, so.
Oh my goodness.
They're very vicious animals, so it's kind of pest control. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, that's, like, really scary. I apparently a few years ago there was a loose coyote in our neighborhood. I was so afraid. I, like, didn't leave the house for a week.
They're actually not that violent towards people, but they're violent towards other people, like towards other animals like dogs and cats. That's why we have to get rid of him, because he has a dog and a few cats. So yeah, it's a circle of life.
Okay, yeah, you gotta keep your pets safe. That's understandable.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I had to keep my dogs in. Like, my mom's like, don't let any of the dogs out, because there's a loose coyote on the run. And I'm like, okay.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have a miniature schnauzer and a Cavapoo.
Aw.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yep. The miniature schnauzer's name is Blitzen, and the Cavapoo's name is Charlie.
That's adorable.
Do you have any pets?
Sadly, no. I used to have a guinea pig at one point. That was a good many years of my life. It was fun to have that little rodent. Lasted about 6 years too, so that's actually more than I expected, really.
Well, that's nice. I'm afraid of little gerbils and rodents and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Back when I was a kid, and this is gonna sound stupid too, I put my finger in the box when we were on our way home with it, and I was like, I'm gonna name it Angel Eyes, and I was like kind of referencing Angry Beavers, and it bit me, and I launched it to the front of the I launched it to the front of the van, and I'm like, it should be named Devil Eyes, and we took it back.
oh, jeez. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. Actually, that reminds me of my brother, who when we're in California for a camping trip, my brother saw a really big, I don't know what it was, some kind of rodent of some sort, and it was massive. And then so, we believed it was blind because every time we moved, it would pay attention to our sounds. So then my brother actually tried poking it. It literally lunged over and grabbed hold of his finger, and he tried his best to get that thing off of his finger, and it could. Me, instead of helping him, I'm laughing my butt off. And oh, it was so funny. But then he had to go get stitches and a rabies shot. So,
Oh my gosh!
oh, that was. It's sad, but it's hilarious.
That is sad. It's scary too. Yeah, and like someone just said in the chatty box, my sister has rats too, so I don't like. I'm like, stay clear, like keep those away from me. Also with our snakes, we've got snakes, and I don't like snakes.
You know?
I don't know, like we have like a corn snake, I think, but then we have like a bunch of giant snakes. They look like they could just like wrap around my neck and destroy me, and I'm like, get them away from me.
then just get a small like ball python or something. They get one of those nice small. No, actually, get a garter snake. That's the way to go. Because then it won't. A garter snake. It's like a small green one, but depending on how long they live, they can actually get pretty big too.
Oh God, scary snakes.
Yeah, I love snakes. Really, I want one someday. That or a tarantula.
Oh gosh.
Or okay, you know what? I'll be friendly. I'll get a macaw parrot. That way it can live longer than me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, your house is gonna be like the house I'm gonna try to avoid because you have all the scary animals. I'd be like, well, let's go to Screwball's house and have a party. I'm like, no. We've got tarantulas and snakes and rodents and
and all sorts of deadly animals.
bunch of scary animals. Oh my goodness.
But truth be told, from what I heard, is tarantulas and snakes are one of the safest pets you can have because they don't turn on you.
Are you serious?
I'm being serious. My one of my friends, she actually has a tarantula, like a big tarantula, and he would allow it to actually like run around on him. And at first I was like, no, I don't want to touch. Now I just like, oh my God, I can't wait to go to his place and try this out because that is amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so weird. That's crazy. Do you have like a fear of any like specific animals?
Huh. Really, no. Even growing up, I'm just an animal freak. I love animals. When I was little, I used to always wish I was like some kind of biologist or something that involved animals. And that's why I love Fluttershy, because if I was in Equestria, her and me would get along so well, and it would be like, yeah, it'd be a blast. But the only thing that really scared me as a child wasn't monsters. It wasn't movies or anything like that. It was volcanoes. I was deadly afraid of volcanoes.
Oh, really?
Because when I grew up, I watched Volcano and I watched Dante's Peak back to back with my mom and dad because they're like, yay, Volcano night, woo, let's do this. And watching it, and then I'm like, oh no, there's gonna be like a volcano erupting outside my house and I'm gonna die. And I remember one night we actually had this extension cord that had an orange light in it, and it was causing this orange glow to go into my room, and I literally thought it was lava, so I ran out and screaming to my mom, get me out of here!
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, it's alright. It was quite the experience. And tornadoes as well, because Twister kind of scared me as well. I hated natural disasters. They were just not my thing.
Yeah, no, me too. Like whenever a storm would come on, like you know, like you hear like the thunder, and it's like, oh, it kind of makes you
Oh,
cringe a little bit. And I
yeah.
hated it when they had like the tornado warnings.
Yes. Oh no, the see we're not in Tornado Alley, but we do get tornado warnings, and those are scary. And I'm like, yep, downstairs. There I go. I'm good.
Yeah, like I think throughout my entire lifetime living in Hilliard, we've had at least like 100 tornado warnings. However, no tornado has passed. But every single time, like right away, I get all the animals in my house, and I pull them all in the basement, and I'm like cuddling with my dogs, like we're gonna be okay, gonna be okay. And I like have like when I was young, I had like my little stuffed tails, like we're gonna live, Tails. Everything will be fine.
Oh, Tails, like from Sonic?
Yes.
Yes, I love Tails. He's one of my most favorite out of them.
Me too. Do you like the Sonic games and everything?
I've played a few of them. But I'm terrible at them. I'm just awful. I cannot like let's see, my friend actually got me Sonic Generations and like, yay, Tails is in it. This is gonna be awesome. And oh man, I'm just nope, I'm so bad at it. I'm always falling off a cliff or something's going on. I just can't keep pace, and I'm terrible at memory. So it's like, hey, there's an enemy right here, and I keep hitting them over and over and over again. And I'm like, nope, I'm done. I've only gone like about, I don't know, 1/10 through, and I'm like, I can't do it. It's no good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it can get really difficult depending on whichever game you do play. I know I'm trying to think. Sonic Adventure Battle 2 is pretty simple, although I've been playing it for like over 10 years. That might be why.
My friend's been getting one of my friends, Eric. He's been getting all these Sonic games. He actually just got Shadow the Hedgehog, and that was a dark game. Oh
It
man.
really was. Like it was 10 plus too. So all the 11-year-olds are getting this thing when every time Shadow dies, he cusses.
Yeah, he's like, damn, and
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? And I'm like, whoa, he's saying damn a lot. What is this?
It's like kind of testing the waters with Sonic and cussing, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. He's I never even told the main boss. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but I remember he's like, "You're gonna go straight to hell." I'm like, "Whoa, Shadow, control yourself."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a dark game. They really what my friend actually told me is there's this thing on the internet. I not know what it's called, but there's this thing called the Knights of Cerberus, which is villains or characters that are brought into a series that end up making it darker and more grim, sort of thing. And everyone agreed that Shadow in the Sonic series was one of the Knights of Cerberus. And there was other ones like that from like if you like even look at any other show like My Little Pony. If you were to look at Sombra, he's considered a Knight of Cerberus because he is dark and evil sort of way. And I've never heard of anything like this. My friend is like a genius. He is one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life, and he always likes to point out these sort of things. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I never even thought about it that way.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying in chat it's like Knight of Cerberus. Maybe it's Knight of Cerberus or Knights. I'm not too sure. I really don't know what it is. I just hear him saying it all the time. It's like, hey, there's Shadow the Knight of Cerberus or something. Maybe just Google it. I'm not too sure what it is, but yeah.
People are saying knight as in like...
Yeah, knight, like swords and shields.
Yeah. I see a few different versions. Would the Red Hood be one for Batman?
Maybe, Gavin, maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
There's all sorts of lots of stuff like that. That's like when you first find out about like the darkness of a certain movie or game or TV show or something, you're like, wow, this is pretty intense.
Oh, I know. And even like with some like less strong movies, like I know like when I first watched Lilo and Stitch when I was really young, I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. I watched it like a few weeks ago and I'm like, this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen.
I love going back to the classic cartoons, and then you realize, wow, there's so much I did not see coming.
Yeah, like I had no clue that Lilo, or what is it, like the agent was supposed to like take Lilo away.
Yeah, take her away. Yeah, I looked into that a while back. I'm like, wow, this is actually a lot more serious than the kids would ever seem to realize.
Yeah. Like I understood that like she was taken away, but I didn't understand why. I didn't understand that she was trying to get custody of Lilo, and I'm like, this is so depressing. Like this makes me so sad.
Yeah, it's pretty odd. Looking back at like so many Disney shows out there, there's all sorts of like hidden adult stuff to it that you never would pick up as a child. And then you
Yeah.
realize, hey, sometimes even the stories are just a lot darker, more grim than you'd realize.
Yeah, like Mulan too. I
Yeah,
did not realize how like sexist that was.
I just watched it with Jax Blade. I believe it was with Saber, and I remember we were watching it with them, and I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I'm like, this is really different. Like I could not stop laughing as soon as it comes to a part where when they're singing I cannot remember the song name, but Mulan's walking along and all these girls are looking at her. They're like giggling and pointing. And I'm like, no, no, don't flirt on her. That's a girl, not a guy.
Oh, I know. Oh my god.
Ugh, I love
Yeah.
those hidden little features. They're so hilarious.
Yeah, like I didn't understand. Like apparently there was some kind of thing. Like apparently what was the general, like the main guy who had a big old crush on Mulan? What's his name again?
Oh, dang it, just had it, lost it. I just
Oh,
watched it too.
I don't remember. Yeah, but I didn't understand. Like I guess like there was something kind of hidden that he like had this feeling that he might have been gay from Mulan.
Yeah, I think I remember Jax or someone mentioning that. I'm like, oh no. I
I'm
guess
like, what?
I guess all those feelings were pushed aside when he finally finds out that Mulan's woman. It's like, oh, thank goodness, I'm not actually. Yay!
I know, like he looked upset, but I think we all know he was really relieved.
Yeah, it was. I forgot. Of course, I wouldn't have made those kind of connections as a child.
That's
So.
good.
Oh man.
Yeah, and like every time they
Actually,
say something like about, her being it's a woman, no, she has no right to say anything, and I'm like, what?
yeah, they're not allowed to have women in war, and I never realized that when a lady is sent to war and they're found out, they will be executed on the spot.
Yeah, I
I
had
never
no idea.
realized that he was actually gonna kill Mulan. He was gonna execute her.
I didn't know that either. I thought like I don't even know. I don't even remember. I just thought like it was all dramatic and the music was lifting and I thought they were just gonna leave her like they ended up doing. I had no clue that they were about to kill her. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's messed up. Actually, who was it that said it earlier? I'm trying to go through this text here, but someone said Pokemon, with like I loved Pokemon as a child. When Ash dies in the movie with Mewtwo Mew,
Ugh.
that I still cry. I'm just like, oh my lord, no wonder I cried this as a child. It's so depressing.
It is. Oh my gosh, I know. I ended up actually I rewatched it as well. And I teared up again. It's so sad.
Oh, speaking of like emotional, did you see Snowdrop yet?
Yeah.
I cried.
Oh
I
my
teared up.
god. That was the saddest thing ever.
It was so sad. And then when Double Rainbow came out, I'm like, oh, finally Sunlight in the Mood. I actually just watched it not too long ago, so it's both those coming close together. I'm like, okay, I can watch the very sad one. And I bawled so hard at the ending because it's like when Luna has been gone at the moon and that she comes back to, of course, Snowdrop being dead. That's what I believe was the hint.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that is so depressing.
Yeah, and the last snowflake they used was the very first one.
Yeah, that
I'm
all
like, oh my god, like so many feels.
so many feels. It was the voice acting was phenomenal. I just loved the story behind it, and I really liked Double Rainbow. It was really awesome, but I wouldn't really consider it a fan episode, more of a fan animation.
Yeah, definitely. I could see
Yeah,
that too.
yeah. It was still really hilarious fun. I loved it. It was hilarious, like seeing all the memes and all the all the hidden features, and it's like I had to pause so many times because I had to see the background images and stuff. Like, for example, Rarity making all those dresses, and if you actually pause, you see all sorts of like Harley Quinn and
What?
Peter New and all sorts of different dresses made towards a certain character sign. I'm like, that is amazing.
I had to relook at that. I did not even pick that up.
It's
What?
awesome.
That is so cool.
I even noticed, which made me laugh so hard too, was that when Rainbow flies up to space, look at the moon, and the moon is sort of like a portrayal of Majora's Mask.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it has the same eyes and mouth, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
So many references. That's
Oh,
really
there
cool.
is. I could go on and on about that. It was so funny. It was well worth the humor and stuff. The whole breaking fourth wall going. I thought that she's gonna do it more than once. Like it wasn't just gonna be Powerpuff Girls. I wish that maybe she would have been hopping around or something, like some kind of glitch. But it was still neat that they actually had her going to the Powerpuff Girls reference.
That was really neat. That would have been kind of cool if they did something kind of like Wreck-It Ralph. Like they went also to like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been neat too. I loved when she's going through the portal. You can see like Johnny Bravo and all sorts of other cartoon characters, and then you're like, what the heck? And I loved their tie-in with the whole what would happen if Pinkie Pie drank the potion. Like that was hilarious.
That was so perfect.
I want to know, like, what would happen if Pinkie Pie drank it? Why aren't you telling me, showing us this? But of course, they end up showing it at the end. I thought that's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was perfect, and it's in the end that was the way they kind of fixed the problem. So it was really neat.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh God, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I love the stuff that the fandom just keeps bringing out. There's all sorts of amazing shows and amazing things that these people keep making towards Pony or towards that sort of thing. They do a really good job at it.
Agreed. Like, what would be your favorite thing about the fandom?
The creativity by far. I just love all the music, the art, the videos, just the things, just the way they do it is just outstanding. Honestly, the fandom wouldn't be what it is without that sort of thing. It's just amazing, and I also just love going to conventions to be able to see like you and see all the awesome bronies and get to be in touch with them, because I made so many friends thanks to this fandom, more than I've ever thought, and it's just outstanding. It's amazing.
I definitely agree. Yeah, it's really nice, to go to conventions and see everyone again, and it's like just like a family meet.
Yeah, I love it. I really love it, and even after the show, of course, will eventually come to an end, I think that we'll still keep these friendships, and we'll still be going to conventions and all that sort. So it will keep going. I think this fandom will keep going. So.
Oh yeah, agreed. I think it's gonna be going for quite a few years, honestly.
Yeah, same. I cannot wait for season 4. It's gonna be awesome.
What do you think's gonna happen? Like, do you have any like suspicions or?
Suspicions. Well, I already knew most of my suspicions from season 3 are already proven true about.
Same.
I can't go into that, but I've had gone some spoilers in the past, so but I haven't heard much of season 5. I mean, season 4.
Season 5.
No, I did not say there was a season 5. I'm just saying, but season 4, I haven't actually heard a whole lot about it. Not as much as I heard for season 3. I think Hasbro's doing I hope they do, are doing a better job at hiding things. Because I'm kind of a stickler for spoilers, and honestly, the whole everyone finding out about Twilight, Alicorn, and I'm kind of a little upset with Hasbro how they actually pushed it forward way before the episode actually aired. I think it kind of ruined the ending. I could only imagine if you were to watch it without those leaks. Like when the star comes down and then boom and then the wings come out, you're like, whoa, 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 that is so awesome. Like you want to see
Yeah.
you want to like it would have been a whole lot more impacting to see that happening because it's like when Twilight says ready for what and then cranks down to song and everything and then you're like, well, what is it that Celestia's going to do? I don't understand. And then as soon as that comes up, you're like, well, that was mind-blowing. And then it ends. And then you're like, no, season 4!
Yeah, exactly. I think instead, when she's like, you've proven that you're ready, everyone's like, yep, she's proven that she's ready to be an Alicorn. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how it was, and it was kind of sad. It's like, it would have been really nice if they just kind of kept it a surprise until the episode actually aired.
Yeah, it would have been better. Out of all season 3, what's your most favorite episode?
I think I really like, besides the ending, because I really like music, Sleepless in Ponyville?
That's my faves.
No way!
Oh yeah, it is. I cry at the end because it's just so. It's something I wanted to see for such a long time. I wanted to see Scootaloo to sort of break the barrier between her and Rainbow Dash and actually sort of getting along. And then when that happened, and then the whole teaching her how to fly and taking her under her wing, I was just like, done. This is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. It was so beautiful.
It was.
Yeah, I remember at the moment where Rainbow Dash took out her wing and scooted Scootaloo under her wing.
Pulled her towards her. That was so cute.
Yes! I got chills. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's almost that feeling when you look up to someone and they talk to you and they give you advice and they try to kind of take you under their wing, and it's like, oh my gosh. Yes. I felt this before. This is amazing.
It was one of the best episodes of season 3 for me.
Yes.
When it comes to comedy and all that, I would definitely have to give Magic Duel. That one's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was really funny. I loved, with Pinkie Pie, how, they took
taking off the mouth. Oh, that was... Oh, I love that. And the whole ending with the whole sort of kind of breaking through the fourth wall, and then it's like, give me back my mouth, and then she's just about to do her line, and nope. Cut to credits.
My Little Pony.
It was a blast.
Yeah, and what about the pony with multiple instruments? That's not magic. That's just Pinkie Pie.
Yes, she's the pony of many talents.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done really well this season. I definitely agree. They have had some funny moments.
Yeah. And of course they had to cut it short. See, the thing is that I've been hearing about the whole movie for a long time. But the problem is I thought it was going to be Pony. I thought it was going to be the most amazing thing that was supposed to come out. No, it's Equestria Girls. And I'm not saying that I'm just rivet angry that that's happening. Mm-hmm. I'm actually kind of excited because I want to see what they can pull off. If they think that they can start a new series, they must have something behind it. So I guess I'll just wait and see what they do.
Mm-hmm. Just speculate. I mean, I wouldn't put a quick opinion. I wouldn't judge it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard actually since I don't remember. It was maybe fall, people were talking about it, there's apparently there's some kind of rumor about a movie, and I think in my mind I had this idea of all the villains coming back, and they had to use the elements of harmony, and they use the enemies that they turn good in order to help them defeat this new enemy that's even stronger. But then they're like, nope, LOL, Equestria Girls. I'm like, okay.
Well, the truth is, my friend Eric made a really good point on this, is that if, for example, Discord coming back, a lot of people were angry about him turning good. And I'm like, if you guys want to see him so bad, why is it you want him to be turned back into stone? Because then you're not going to see him ever again. They're not going to bring him back. They're never going to have him back. So him being a good guy, at least you get to see, well, I guess sort of good guy. He seems like he got that sort of impression that he might still joke around and stuff, but it just like using the elements and stuff, it almost seems like that's too much of a bore now. That's too repetitive.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like they use the elements at least once every season, so it's like, yeah, you kind of would expect that they use the elements again, you know?
Yeah, like even when they were gonna say, "Hey, we're gonna go use the elements on Chrysalis," and I'm like, "That's are you what this seems too easy. There's so what's no."
Yeah, definitely. It was like a really cool plot turner when it
Oh, I
ended up
loved
being shining. Oh my gosh. Was that moment the most beautiful moment
it.
ever?
Was I loved it.
I
Oh
cried.
my goodness. I teared up. I'll admit. That was really amazing. And I love how they brought Chrysalis back in the comic. The comic was just mind blowing. I loved
Oh,
it.
yeah. So yeah, how many of the comics have you read?
All of them so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been. My friend has been ordering them all the time, and he's like, "Hey, got in. We gotta go read it now." I'm like, "Yes, I'm coming over." And then we'd read it together. And but they've it's really awesome. I love that that they're hinting is that it's actually canon, that's actually tied in with the show until if something was to happen. So far right now, it actually is canon. Uh, until like something in the show happens, we're like, I don't know, maybe. Actually, I don't even know what they could do to make it not canon. I really don't know. Maybe saying that Chrysalis actually, died from the fall or something. But
Mm-hmm.
until then, in the meantime, it's canon. So I'm like, you know what? I love that.
Yeah, that's really
I
neat.
just love that thought. So I was glad that I got to see Chrysalis back technically, and I just loved them. They did a really good job at them, and now that the new one came out with the whole Nightmare, oh, I can't wait for the next ones.
Yeah, I just started reading them. I believe in January I got the first issue finally. But it was actually really funny.
It is.
I really
They're
appreciate it.
hilarious. I
I
love their.
appreciate zombie Pinkie Pie.
Yes. Oh, okay, that was like Shaun of the Dead in a way. That was I loved that humor. Let's pretend to be zombies and let's do this.
And here's how you do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. That's like something you wouldn't expect, them to throw in the show. So it's really neat and it's really funny and I love the artwork too. What do you think about that?
I love it. I think that the team has been doing a really good job. I love their faces. Some of their faces they have are just priceless. They're hilarious. Um, and I don't know, have you read part 2 and 3 yet of
I read part 2.
part 2?
Yep.
Okay, I won't say anything too much on part 3 about the end of, or was it in part 2? Maybe it wasn't part 2. With the whole costumes, Pinkie Pie's like, hey, since changelings are going to be taking over us, why don't we just wear these costumes and and then we'll know who's who. And these costumes are like the ugliest things you'd ever
Oh
see.
god.
Their eyes are like bulging out. They got the dumbest facial expressions, and I just had to put down the comic for a bit because I couldn't stop laughing.
That's awesome. And it's typical Pinkie Pie. I like how they can kind of take the same character and turn it into something kind of different, But it's still the
Yes,
same person.
yes, it's really really well done. Pardon.
Definitely. So I have a question. When did you join the fandom?
Ooh, this was quite a while ago. Huh. I'm trying to remember it. Thinking. Um. Okay, I know that there was snow on the ground at the time. Close to, because I remember that when my friend Skipsy got into ponies, he's like, "Ah, check this out! This is so awesome!" And I remember telling one of my friends when I went to Tim Hortons with him for a coffee, I was like, "What is this? Why is he talking about ponies and stuff?" And I remember that it was close to maybe late spring, so I'd say that it might get close to maybe 3 years. 2 years? 3 years? 2 years?
About, yeah. Yeah, that would be
It might be 3 years. It
Might
would
be
be.
3.
It might be close to 3 years, maybe 2.5 years, roughly.
I think
So
2.5. The show came out in March. I don't want to be wrong. I thought it was like March
actually,
2011.
actually no. It's yeah, I think it did. No, it came October.
Oh, that's right.
2011, because it was January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October.
No,
or was it November?
No. I think it. Wait, maybe it was in 2010. Yeah, 2010.
It was 2010, yes, because they went 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10 is equal to 42, which means the answer to life. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's right.
It would be 10, 10, 10. So I'm guessing that's when I probably got into it around maybe May, June, roughly.
Okay, that would be about 2 years.
So it's May, June 2010. So that's close to 3 years.
Close to 3 years. Oh my goodness. I'm getting close to 2.
I'll have to ask Skipsy. He'll know more than anyone. But
we'll have to do the math.
Yeah. Oh, math. Oh, not my tough subject.
Same here. It's okay. Yeah, for me, it's only been about 2 years.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah. What was your I guess initial opinion on it? Like, what did you first think? Like, oh, this is.
It's. I did not know what to think. I was actually a furry at the time, so it was kind of expected that Skipsy would get into it. And I was like, okay, I understand it's a cartoon, but it's for colorful animals. Well, I don't see the gist of this. So he's like, you know what, you're just gonna have to come on over and you're gonna have to watch it. So I watched a few episodes. I'm like, this is all right. My first episode was actually Trixie's episode.
Oh, nice.
And it kind of almost sold me around the spot there too, because before My Little Pony, I was into this cartoon called Kid vs. Cat.
Oh, I love that show.
I love it. It's like Tom, Jerry, but recent. And
Yeah.
it's so genius. I love it. And when I was watching it, I noticed that Dennis, which is the secondary character, is played by Kathy Westluck, and she used the same voice as Dennis that she did in Spike.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, so when I was watching it, I'm like, this sounds familiar, that voice. So I'm like, pause it, we have to look it up on the Internet Movie Database or Wikipedia or something. So we look up, I'm like, holy cow, it's her! And honestly, I even thanked Kathy Westluck, and I'm like, it's because of you that I really got into it so quick. And that's basically how I got into it so easily. It was because of another cartoon.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember, I think I started watching Kid vs. Cat after, and I was like falling asleep one night, and I started realizing, like, I heard Spike's voice, and I'm like, what is that? And I looked over, and it was Kid vs. Cat, like, that's Kathy Westluck. It has to be. It has to be. And I quickly, like, pulled out my laptop, and I looked it up, and I just felt so proud of myself for recognizing it and everything.
Yeah. It's a good cartoon. I like it's constantly keeping you action packed and ready. Like there's so many crazy out of control episodes that like I think one it was like a 2-parter where he actually where Coop and Dennis actually go to Cat's home world. And then I'm like, oh, no way, this is awesome. And that was when I was pretty much right into that show. And I'm like, this is awesome. Oh, and it was, and then it's like part 1 done. And I'm like, oh no. And there's like part 2 start. Yes.
It's like, yes, back to back.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness, because I wouldn't be able to handle it. It would be like it will be like the like Discord's episode all over again. I could not handle that. I could not handle that at all. That was the worst week of my life.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? That was difficult.
That was difficult. And of course my friend Eric, he's one stressful person when he's like, what happens if Discord takes him over? What's gonna happen? And it's like Rainbow Dash to Daring Do. It's like, what's gonna happen to Daring? It's my friend is honestly one of the guys that fully gets me into the show, because sometimes we just full on talk about it like no tomorrow. Most recent topic we've been talking about is like, oh wait, I can't say that because then that's kind of a spoiler to the comics. I won't say anything.
Sorry.
Yeah, we just been talking about a lot of stuff. So we can't wait for season 4. The wait's going to be a little hard. It will
Oh, I
be.
know. Winter.
But winter, boy. I guess it's good. I guess we got summer to look forward to. We can just be outside and enjoy the weather as we wait.
Yeah, we can go to conventions too.
Yes, definitely. What conventions are you going to?
I'm going to, in order, I'm going to Cutie Mark Con, TrotCon, and Cutie Mark Con is in Cincinnati. TrotCon is in Columbus. I'm going to, what else? I had to think about that. I am considering Everfree Northwest. I don't know if you're going or not.
I'm actually going to definitely going to Everfree Northwest.
Oh, good. Okay.
Already booked down and everything.
And then BronyCon too.
Yep, BronyCon as well.
Good.
And I'm definitely go to EQLA again.
Oh, nice. I wish I could make it, but my mom is like, oh, that's during Mother's Day weekend. You can't leave me again. I understand where she's coming from.
That does make sense, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But in exchange, I'm going to go to CanterlotCon, which is in Canada.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, really? Oh! I
You had a moment. You're like, wait, what?
I can't believe I forgot about that one. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's another one that I have to go to. That's the one in Vancouver, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's in August. I can't remember the
I
exact
don't think it's in August.
Or is it in July?
I think it's in September.
I'm pretty sure.
Look it up.
I hope I'm thinking about the same one. Oh wait, no. Firemain is saying Brony Can is probably the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, you're probably thinking of Brony Can.
I'm thinking of Brony Can. Yeah. What's that one called again?
CanterlotCon. Let's see. Southern Ontario's premier pony convention.
Ooh, Ontario. Ooh, that's a distance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that one's a distance. That's to the east. I'm at the west.
Oh no.
Oh, I got
so excited. I was like, he lives in Canada. He'll go. But I guess I didn't think about it.
We are second biggest country in the world. So.
Yeah, I had a moment there. I apologize.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, it's in September.
Yeah, but I know BronyCon is the one. I was actually having my sights set on because Vancouver is like, oh, I have to go back there because it's the most amazing place to be in Canada.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of stuff do they have to do?
You could do all sorts of stuff. When I went there, I went like whale watching. I went to all sorts of like different locations. I remember they had like they had the Vancouver Aquarium, which is just it's just an experience in itself. I love that place. And there's just all sorts of stuff to see there. I could go on and on. From stuff I can remember, but I remember the whale watch was a must. You get to see killer whales up close.
Ooh, oh my goodness, that's really neat.
And Gavin, I believe you're right. I don't know if I have been to the Sky Tower, I believe, in Vancouver, but I haven't went there.
Sky
I don't
Tower.
think. But it is a really nice place. It's a must-see. And plus, it's the home world for where My Little Pony is created, so you can't go wrong.
That is true. For the longest time, I did not know that it was actually a Canadian show.
Yeah, you didn't know that, huh? Yeah,
I found it. I figured it out, I think, about, I don't know, like 5 months ago. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's all stationed in Canada, so it's technically Canadian, so which is really nice. Vancouver is such a home spot for cartoons and for a lot of TV shows nowadays, like Supernatural and that sort of thing. So,
oh wow,
yeah, it's really neat. What was it? I lost it. I just went blank. But yeah, it's I like Supernatural. That's a fun show.
Oh yeah, I've heard about it.
Ooh, you know what's a show you gotta see? I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
What?
Have you heard of this one called Gravity Falls?
Oh, of course. I love Gravity Falls.
Oh, I love it so much. I got my friend Eric into it just recently, and he just loves it. We just watched the the swimming pool one. And
Oh my god.
oh, I laughed so hard. It was
That is
so
so
funny.
funny. That show, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Adventure Time almost.
It does. It has that feel to it. I love Adventure Time too. That's another fun one. I got into that one just recently too. So
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, like, does it have like a specific type of comedy, or maybe it's the animation? I can't pick it up. Maybe it's the comedy.
yeah, there's just something about it. The characters are lovable. I love Mabel so much, and I definitely love Zeus. Zeus is just hilarious.
Yes. Oh my god. That's amazing. Oh wait. I have a really interesting question. I don't know, like, I don't know. People might already know this and it might be, like, kind of strange. But, like, how did Screwball, like, why did you pick Screwball? Pony Screwball.
Oh, this one. Oh my goodness. I love telling this one. So
Alright.
this is how it went. Back in the day, when Everfree Radio first started,
Yep.
there was it's like really when it first started. I remember I was at Skipsy's house, and he's like, we've been gathering together and we're actually thinking about getting into a radio show and stuff. And he was actually the artist for them at the time, and I was actually with him in his room, they could hear me talking in the background. So they're like, "What's your name?" And then I'm like, "Oh, it's Dan." And they're like, "What's your nickname?" I'm like, I don't have a nickname, but you could go by my gaming name, Tawny Coos. And then they're like, okay, that does not ring a bell. I mean, that does not have a ring to it at all. Tawny Coos is a stupid name. So then Final Draft's like, I got to think up a name for you. And he loves to do this. He loves to think up nicknames for people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then so he could not think up for me off the start. And then what happened was me and Skipsy just started like fooling around or something, and we started trying to do our English accents, and I started doing this, and as I was doing that, Final Draft's like, you know what, you kind of remind me of that one pony that sort of goes by, Screwball, and she would go as she was moving along, and then, like, you know what, we need to record this. So they actually recorded me and Skipsy going, "How is your biscuits today?" "Oh, it's very well." And we start doing that. And it's like Everfree Radio. And it was just the most random, stupid thing I've ever seen in my life. And for some odd reason, Screwball, the name stuck. And everyone started calling me Screwball. So I just stuck with it just because of that one dumb commercial we made ages ago.
That is really awesome.
And it's really odd. It's so different.
Well, I mean, Screwball is an adorable pony.
Oh, people have been going by my name for so much that it's at such a connection. It's almost to a point that she's my OC, and that's why I love wearing the hat. That's why I love to just have the look of Screwball, because it's almost like I'm so used to the name, and I'm so used to that look, that I almost consider her my own now, even though that's not even close to true.
Well, definitely, like, with the picture I've got here, it's Screwball.
Yes.
What do you think of it? The bunny ears.
Oh, yeah, I love that picture. It's so adorable. I love that. As soon as I saw it when you posted it to me on Facebook, I'm just like, oh! My heart melted, and I almost had a heart attack, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. It's a good heart attack.
Yeah, I told our artist a few weeks ago, okay, well, we've got Screwball coming up, and I think it's going to be Easter, so we need something with adorable bunny ears.
It's really cute. I love how Screwball's holding up that little chick.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Oh my god, I thought, who's your artist, by the way?
Her name's Vet2B on Twitter. Actually, here, I'll put it in the chat box really quick.
I gotta check this out, because I love that, I gotta look that up right now.
Yeah, no problem. She does a lot of our show art, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she is very wonderful.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah, I do have her, I don't have her followed. But I'm totally doing it now.
Ooh, Vet, you're gonna get followed.
Actually, I think I recognize the logo. I think someone retweeted her or something. But yeah, that's really well done on the art. I really love that. That's really cute.
Aw. Well, I'm sure she definitely appreciates that. Yeah, okay, so how did you get started working with Dusty?
Yes. So how it started was our every network we have this secret Mumble channel. It's kind of like Skype except for without the lag and without the issues. And you can have like hundreds of people inside the same channel and there won't be any problem at all. It's a really awesome chat site. But when I was in it with a few of the other staff members, like Final Draft and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
out of nowhere, Dusty pops in, and I see the name Dusty Cat, and I was actually such a fan of his stuff at the time. I always heard about the manliest brony, and I've seen a lot of his stuff, and when I saw him, I'm just like, holy crap, it's Dusty Cat, and Final Draft knew that I was, a pretty big fan of his, so
Oh.
I got to have a good little chat with him, and I don't know what kind of impression I gave about it, but when he did his first episode of Stay Brony, I wasn't actually involved, actually. And that episode is actually somewhere lost in the secrets of the internet. I have no idea what happened to it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but what happened was the next day, or so on and so forth, he actually came and he asked if I'd like to be his co-host. And I went all fan crazy, fangasm. It was messy, and
Oh.
it was it was I was so shocked, and yeah, that's really how it started. He's like, you be the IRC moderator slash uh, bringing up the questions from the viewers, and I'm like,
Mhm.
this sounds easy. And honestly, it wasn't easy off the start. It was actually quite the challenge. Uh, uh, Dealing with all the people was sort of thing. I was so unorganized. I could actually go back to the first episodes. I'm like, oh, Screwball, what are you doing? You're not doing it right.
Oh.
I was really not that good at it. Nowadays, I do a whole lot better at it. Sometimes I might stumble and stuff because really I get floods of questions. Like it happens a lot, and you have to proofread. You have to avoid the crazies, and
Oh yeah.
because there's
Oh
crazies,
yeah.
and
Oh jeez.
it's a fun job. I love it more than anything else in the world, and it's already almost a year. This
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow
That's what I thought I
is
remember you tweeting.
Yeah, tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of Stay Brony My Friends.
That's
It's
the
actually
cutest
gonna
thing ever.
and it's gonna I'm gonna do the shameless plug. It's gonna be on at 6 o'clock p.m. Uh, at Mountain Time, and for all who want to see it, you got to see it because we got something planned, and we got our very good friend Andrew Francis, the voice actor of Shining Armor, to join in on it. So
Ooh,
it's gonna be thumbs up, awesome. I cannot wait.
that is really exciting.
We got something planned. It's gonna be hilarious, and plus it's on April Fool's Day, so it's like
Oh jeez.
that's the strangest coincidence I've ever seen. But
That's really neat. Yeah, so guys, you guys should definitely tune in tomorrow to Stay Brony My Friends.
yes, it will be a blast. It will be.
It's gotta be like a really neat achievement, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I it does not feel like a year. It's odd. Time flies way too quick.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think. What, I guess, how do I explain this? Like, how was your experience? Like, what's it like? I
What's
guess.
it like working with Dusty?
Yeah, working with Dusty, being on Everfree Network. I mean, I know what it's like too,
It's
but
I feel really privileged and very lucky, as I would say it, to be a
Mhm.
part of this team. Uh, I get to see. I get to. Just the how much of an impact that we've been doing towards the fandom is just outstanding, and I've never thought we do so well. When we first started, I'm like, this is gonna go nowhere. Like even with Stay Brony My Friends, I really have to admit, I was like, is this gonna work out? I don't know. And sure enough, as time moves forward, it just kept getting more and more popular.
Oh
And
yeah.
same with Everfree Radio, Everfree Network, it just grew enormous. And it's like even yesterday, it just swept across my mind yet again on the whole how much we've grown is when we streamed when we streamed uh, um, Double Rainbow.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
1,670 people showed up, and I was just like, we're doing such an awesome job with this fandom. I can't believe how much we've grown, how awesome the guys are. Like, oh god, I can't list them all. I can look at this mobile and I see like 20 people on right now, and they're all amazing. Each of them, we all have our own special jobs. We all take part in making this network what it is today, and it's insane.
Oh, I know. It's so amazing, honestly. It's like a family, and it's so much fun.
It is.
Yeah, and
It's tons of fun.
you never expect how much it impacts others. Like, okay, I'm gonna embarrass myself. At EQLA, when you and Dusty, like, were, like, kind of accepting me, and like, with you guys, I was like, this is the best thing ever.
I loved it. I loved it. We were on the balcony, and then we hear screams, and we look down, and there's you two, and then we're like, "Oh, look! It's Pegasisters live!"
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm coming up, and I'm gonna give you a hug.
I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, I sprinted, and then like when I don't know, like it's so like dorky, but like when Dusty kind of like motioned us to all go together as a group, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm hanging out with Dusty and Screwball. This is the biggest, like it affects a lot of people. Like, when you had me hug Mike.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I loved that I did that for you. I knew. I could just tell by the look on your face. You're like tearing up, and it was just. Okay. So the story behind this, guys, is we saw Mike the Microphone walking by, and he's a good friend of me and Dusty. And then so when I seen him going into the music room, I'm like, oh no. And then Emily was like, oh, I gotta get a hug from him. And I'm like, you know what? I got this. And then so grab a hold of Emily, and we go over to security, which is walking the way, and I like pull up my press badge, and I'm like, let us in. And they're like, okay, and she's coming with me. And then we walk in, and I'm like, Mike! And then he looks over, and I'm like, get over here! You're gonna give this girl a hug.
Yeah. And then he jumped off the stage and ran at me, and then I started running at him, and then he picked me up and like spun me around.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was the best hug I had ever received. And I know, I was so dorky. Like, I was like tearing up a little bit, like, oh my god, this is the best. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah, Mike is a truly amazing guy. He is awesome. Good friends with him. I love Mando. I love
Oh yeah.
Aviators. There's so many of them. Soul Rack. They're like just seeing all the guys. All of them are just really amazing people. Not just EFN people here. It's like all the people outside there. Tombstone.
Alex.
I could list forever and ever, but there's so many people that are just outstanding. Cool to actually meet in person. When I met Mando for the first time, oh man, that was something else. I met him in the in a special in the music room and at Everfree Northwest, and that was truly amazing. He's a
I
he's
got
a really
to watch
cool
that.
guy.
I got to watch that episode. It was really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I love that we got to interview like Daniel Ingram and Mike and so many other artists, Acoustic Brony and all them.
Oh my gosh, I saw the part. Well, yeah, Ed from Acoustic Brony. He actually linked it to me. He's like, you have to see this part where I smack Mando, and I'm like,
yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was hilarious.
He said Rabadash's worst pony, and then he smacked him.
Yeah, that was so funny.
That was the best thing ever. But yeah,
It's
like it's just like little moments like that, getting to, getting the opportunity to talk to people that you never really thought you would. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm talking to like all these really incredible people with these amazing talents, and I've got the opportunity to become friends with such nice people, and
yeah,
also, yeah, like put an impact on everyone.
yes, that's for sure. This fandom has grown so much and so little time, and I love it. Really love it. Yeah.
Hug.
Hugs. Internet hugs.
Internet hug. Go.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to actually wrap up for tonight.
Oh.
I know. I don't want to wrap up. I just love.
It's always that terrible feeling on any show when it wraps up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, darn.
Oh yes, this actually reminds me. There was actually a birthday today.
Ooh.
It was actually Ashley Ball's birthday today.
That's right. It is
Yes.
Ashley Ball's birthday.
And happy birthday to her. Yeah,
We should sing a song together.
I can't sing.
I thought you sang really well in the Jingle Bell video.
Oh, you're just gonna make me blush, aren't you?
Yes. I love the part at the end where you're like, I can't sing, but she believes in me. I had to put that at the end because it was so cute.
I love my plushie. I love her.
Yes, there's a picture of me on Twitter when I'm snuggle-wuggling it.
Yes, and then how you said that you wobbles. That made me almost die. I've never seen such a word in my life, wobbles. I'm like, that's the cutest word I've ever seen in my life.
Aw, yeah, I wobbles you.
And then when you're doing that voice, that just makes it so much harder on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so thank you so much, Screwball, for hanging out with me in here.
Thank you so much for having me on here. It was a blast. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to get to talk to you, and always a pleasure to get to see you at all these conventions.
And next convention, we'll see each other at Everfree Northwest, so definitely.
Yes. And I'm gonna attack you, and I'm gonna wobbles on your plushie.
I'll let you borrow her for a while if you want.
Yes! Yes, I was walking around the convention, like, practically with, like, remember the plushie? I, like, walked around with it for the longest time.
Yep, I love that plushie. It's the most soft, cuddly thing in the world.
Yeah, I've always wanted a plushie like that, and that's why, like, especially with Screwball, I'm like, this is the cutest thing ever, and I really want a plushie. Oh.
I'd say just brain out commissions. Try to get one of your OC, because that would be sick. That would be awesome.
Oh my gosh. Chattybox? Hey, Chattybox, here's the deal. I want an OC plushie. That'd be adorable.
That would be.
Yes, and then our ponies can be the bestest of friends.
That would be so cute.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be adorable?
Yes.
We have to get a picture of our OC ponies with each other, and then we'll be in the background, like, holding it up.
There's so many people that have done that at the convention, too. A lot of people
really?
would steal my plushie and put him beside theirs and take a picture.
Oh, that's adorable. Alright, well, I'll talk to you later, and do you want to say goodnight to the chatty box?
Good night, everyone, and thank you for watching Pegasisters Live.
Tune in tomorrow to the 1-year anniversary of Stay Brony My Friends.
Woo! Can't wait.
Yay. Alright, so bye, chatty box.